shall we?
Okay. Yeah, I'm Anne. We are going to talk with my hostess, Sue. Sue, can you make a self introduction briefly?
Yeah, okay. Well, I've been living in Brighton since about the year 2000, and before that I lived in Kenya for over 20 years. I was in Kenya, and my children were born there, and then I came over in 2000. All the time I was in Kenya, I was a teacher, primary school teacher mainly. But when I came back to England, I decided that I didn't want to teach children anymore. So I decided to teach English to adults. So I started working in language schools. So I've worked in about 2 or 3 language schools in Brighton. And it's been, I don't anymore because I'm really retired now. So I don't teach in schools anymore. But all the years that I've been teaching, I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Met lots of people from all over the world, and I visited them in different parts of the world. So it's been a really nice thing to do. And then 2 or 3 years ago, a group of my friends, we started a little company whereby we advertised mature students to come and stay in the house and have so many hours of English, and they would have breakfast, lunch, dinner, maybe 3 hours of English every morning, and then I take them on an outing, maybe to London or Cambridge, all the usual, tourist places that people like to go to. And so I've been doing that really for the last 2 or 3 years. Now I do it now and again, but mostly now I just have students in the house really. What else? I have 2 children. I have my son, lives in Brighton, and he has two girls. You've met them, haven't you?
Yeah.
Age 5 and 3. So I do look after them. I have to help my son look after them. So they usually have a sleepover once a week. And then at various other times I take them out and, they come here for the afternoon, etc. Then I also have a daughter, but unfortunately she lives in Australia, which is a bit far. But I generally try and see her at least once a year if I can. So I go and stay there for a couple of months. And it's nice that she's coming over with her family sometime in the summer. So she has a little boy. What do I do now? I have more free time than I used to, but I always seem to be busy. I've joined this very special exercise class, which I go to 3 or 4 times a week. It's not a gym, and every class is different. It's actually based on a Korean, this fellow who started this philosophy of sort of balancing your brain and your body together. So we do sometimes the exercises are stretching, or they can be looking after your inner organs. We do Tai Chi and some meditation. And then Fridays is dancing.
Yeah.
So we all dance on Friday mornings. So it's fun. And I've made some good friends through those classes. And after the classes, we always go for coffee. So we're quite a little group now. And that takes up the mornings.
You have the Spanish class.
Yeah, then I also go to Spanish lessons once a week. That's usually for a couple of hours. So I've also met some nice people doing that. Then in between times I'm doing cooking, cooking for the girls, and yeah, then I have, you know, various friends that I have to socialise with. We meet up regularly to go to restaurants for dinner, or we go to the pub and we like to go and have a glass of wine here and there. Go to each other's houses. I go to the cinema quite a lot. I enjoy going there. Sometimes the theatre. Also walking in summer especially. I like to go and walk in the countryside. So I used to have a dog, so I used to be very busy with him. Now I don't have him. He died a few years ago. So I might decide to get another one next year, because it keeps you fit.
Yeah.
Because I think the secret is
Have a
keep
dog.
doing things, you know. Yeah, so lots of exercise I think is really important. These exercise classes have been very good for me, keep me supple and, you know, yeah. It's very important to get out and about and meet people and socialise. What else you need to do? I quite enjoy cooking. So for me it's okay cooking for the girls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you.
What else do I do? I love travelling, so whenever I can, you know, if I go and see my daughter in Australia, I always stop off somewhere on the way. Often, you know, meeting up with friends in different places on the way. And I look forward to that every year, especially in winter.
Mm-hmm.
I need to escape the winter for a month or so. So this year I'm actually going to Kenya, which is to see people I haven't seen for quite a long time. So I'm not going to Australia this year because my daughter is coming over she's coming over in the summer. What else? If I have problems,
Yeah.
my son is great to talk to.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's always there, ready to listen to me if I have a problem, and his wife the same. And then there's always my daughter on WhatsApp and Skype.
Yeah.
I talk to her every week, so she's always there for me as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I have good friends to talk to if I have problems as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not short of people to talk to. Yeah, so generally, I don't know how I had time to work really, because I'm always busy.
Mm. Yeah, that's good.
But it's nice that you don't have to get up, you know, at a certain time every morning. And generally, yeah, I'm enjoying, you know, being retired.